Have you ever felt the chilling, isolating dread of being completely ignored? That unsettling feeling when your voice seems to vanish into thin air? It's a wound inflicted not with a shout but with a silence, a deliberate absence of acknowledgement. It cuts deep, doesn't it? This isn't just a simple quiet moment. It's a deliberate void, an emptiness where connection, conversation, and perhaps even love once thrived. Your mind races relentlessly, desperately searching for a reason, a justification for this deafening silence. A flaw, some imperfection within yourself. You grasp at anything, any possible explanation to rationalize the perceived punishment. What did you do wrong? The fear of exclusion is ancient, a primal instinct hardwired deep within us. To be ignored is to be cast out, banished from the safety and security of the tribe. Neuroscience has revealed that social rejection actually lights up the very same brain regions as physical pain, registering in our minds as a tangible injury. That's precisely why a broken heart is far more than just a sentimental metaphor. It's a genuine neurological reality, a deeply felt experience. The pain you feel is undeniably real, a biological alarm bell signaling that your very social survival is being threatened, that your connection to others is at risk. Manipulators often understand this dynamic instinctively. They know that ignoring you can inflict genuine suffering and exert control. You replay every single interaction, dissecting each word and gesture, desperately searching for clues. But the oppressive silence only leaves you drowning in a sea of self-doubt, questioning your own worth and perception. Attention is a powerful currency, a form of validation and recognition. To deliberately withhold it is to effectively declare you insignificant, even worthless. Being consistently ignored is a direct and devastating assault on your fundamental sense of self-worth, chipping away at your confidence and security. An enemy, at the very least, acknowledges your existence, recognizes you as a force to be reckoned with. But the one who chooses to ignore you, to pretend you simply aren't there, effectively erases you from their world, denying your very presence. This is the truly terrifying power of silence. It forces you to question your own reality, your own value, and ultimately, your very existence in the world. But remember this, above all else, the pain you feel is not a sign of weakness. It's irrefutable proof of your humanity, your capacity for connection, and your inherent worth. The silent treatment is psychological warfare, pain delivered with plausible deniability. The manipulator inflicts hurt while appearing innocent. I'm just quiet. This tactic works because it exploits your need for closure. Arguments end, but silence is endless limbo, a question with no answer. You become hyper-vigilant, desperate for any sign of attention. The manipulator becomes judge and jury, holding all the power while you plead for relief. Their silence is a cage, their attention the reward. It's an assertion of arrogance. Your feelings are so insignificant they don't deserve a response. This is not passive, it's a calculated act of dominance. They want you to break, to beg, to surrender. Never mistake their silence for indifference. It's a weapon, sharp and deliberate. Recognize the game and refuse to play by their rules. Your awareness is your first defense. Being ignored corrodes your self-esteem, whispering that you're unworthy of attention. You internalize the silence, believing you're boring or flawed. This poison seeps in, making you withdraw from others, isolating yourself. The pain isn't just loneliness. It's a slow erosion of your sense of belonging. Anxiety and shame become constant companions. You're angry at them and at yourself for caring so much. Ostracism attacks our need to belong, leaving us adrift and unmoored. The person ignoring you revokes your membership in shared reality. You become a ghost in your own life, watching but unable to participate. Shame deepens the isolation, trapping you in a silent prison. The manipulator ensures you guard your own suffering, keeping their power unchallenged. But awareness is the first step to breaking free. When faced with silence, the natural human response is often discomfort. This discomfort, if not managed, can lead to rash decisions. Panic leads to the fool's gambit, chasing, apologizing, and emotional outbursts. These are common reactions, but they are precisely what a manipulator anticipates and even desires. Chasing only proves their silence is working. It validates their tactic and encourages them to continue. Each unanswered message hands them more power, feeding their ego and reinforcing their control over the situation. The silence becomes a weapon, and your reaction fuels it. Over-apologizing surrenders your dignity, accepting blame for crimes you didn't commit. It diminishes your self-worth and reinforces a narrative where you are always in the wrong. This teaches them silence is an effective tool to control you, a method to extract apologies and admissions of guilt, regardless of the truth. Emotional outbursts, anger, ultimatums only confirm your desperation. They reveal your vulnerability and hand them the upper hand. The manipulator watches, satisfied that you're destabilized, confirming their strategy is effective in eliciting a reaction. Seeking validation from the one who withholds it is a trap. It's a futile pursuit that only reinforces their control. You're looking for water in a dry well. You're expending energy on a source that offers nothing in return. You can't win when they set the rules. The only escape is to stop playing their game, to refuse to engage on their terms. Don't chase, don't beg, don't explode. Withdraw your energy and attention. Redirect it towards yourself and your own well-being. Let their silence echo back at them. Let them feel the weight of their own actions. Your composure is your shield. It protects you from their manipulation and preserves your inner peace. The less you react, the less power they have. Your indifference becomes their kryptonite. Break the cycle by refusing to participate. Disrupt the pattern and reclaim your autonomy. That's how you reclaim your power. By choosing your response, you choose your destiny. To turn the tables in this intricate game of emotional chess, we must learn a new strategy. Master emotional detachment. Become like a fortress, unyielding to the storms of external validation. This isn't about being cold or indifferent. It's about reclaiming your inner world, safeguarding it from the whims of others. It's about understanding that your emotional well-being is your responsibility, not theirs. Decide with unwavering conviction that their silence is a reflection of them, their limitations, their insecurities, not a measure of your worth or value. Practice observing your feelings, acknowledging them without being consumed or controlled by them. Let them pass through you like clouds in the sky without anchoring themselves to your identity. Name the pain, give it a voice, but don't let it define you. Dictate your actions or imprison your spirit. Create space, a buffer zone between their actions, their words, their silence, and your emotional response. Don't react impulsively, respond thoughtfully. Anchor your self-worth within, in your values, your principles, your accomplishments, not in their fleeting attention or approval. Build unshakable confidence through your own achievements, your passions, your contributions to the world. Let your actions speak louder than their silence. When you no longer crave or need their validation, their silence loses its sting, its power over you diminishes, and you become truly free. Detachment is a daily practice, a continuous recalibration of your focus. Guide your mind back to your center, to your values, to your goals whenever it drifts towards seeking their approval. Use their silence as training for resilience, a crucible for your emotional strength. Each time you choose not to react, each time you reaffirm your self-worth, you grow stronger, more resilient, more empowered. You're forging a new path, one of self-possession, of inner peace, of unwavering self-belief. Their weapon, their silence, becomes your tool for growth, for self-discovery, for the cultivation of inner strength. This is true empowerment, thriving, flourishing, and finding joy regardless of their attention or validation. Your peace is now and forever yours to protect. Once you're detached, master strategic absence. Don't chase, disappear. Remove yourself from their orbit. No messages, no social media, no inquiries. Create a true vacuum where your presence once was. This subverts their expectations. Your absence is a pattern interrupt. At first, they may feel victorious, but soon your silence unsettles them. They pulled the strings, but you refused to dance. During your absence, focus on genuine self-improvement. Let word spread that you're thriving. Your life continues and improves without them. Scarcity increases value. You become the prize, not the pursuer. You flip the dynamic. Their validation is no longer required. Your absence forces them to confront your worth. To be seen, you must first disappear. Let them wonder where you went. Let them feel the cold spot you used to occupy. That's how you become unforgettable. Your silence, paired with absence, becomes a mirror for the manipulator. Now their own anxieties echo back at them. Humans abhor a vacuum. Your silence fills their mind with questions. Did I push them too far? Have they moved on? Your silence is rooted in strength, not pettiness. This creates cognitive dissonance. They thought they controlled you, but now you're thriving without them. They begin to reevaluate your worth, romanticizing the past. Don't break your silence too soon. Let them stew in uncertainty. Respond to their tentative outreach with cool indifference. Your delayed response reinforces your new power. Now they're obsessed with the mystery you've become. You're no longer a nuisance. You're an enigma, and nothing is more magnetic than a well-guarded mystery. Eventually, their curiosity will override their pride. They'll reach out. This is your moment of power. Greet them with calm neutrality, not bitterness or eagerness. You've moved on. The emotional games are over. Their neglect gave you perspective and strength. Now you decide if they're worthy of your time. Set clear boundaries. I don't engage in relationships where silence is used as punishment. This isn't a plea, it's a standard. They can rise to meet it or be left behind. Their attempt to control you has backfired, making you stronger. You've turned their poison into your antidote. You haven't just survived, you've transcended. Their silence was meant to be your prison, but you've made it your throne. The power is now yours. Knowledge of these tactics is a double-edged sword. It protects you from manipulation and helps you reclaim your dignity. But with power comes responsibility. Don't become the manipulator you once despised. Use these strategies to build resilience and set boundaries, not to control others. True power is self-mastery, not domination. Use detachment for peace, not to hurt. Use absence to grow, not to play games. The goal is freedom, not control. Study the shadows to understand the light. Be a wise king, not a petty tyrant. Let the lessons of darkness make you stronger, not colder.